Hello, dear friends. This is Jan speaking. Have you ever noticed the temptation rarely comes as a single blow? It creeps in quietly, patient, persuasive, until what once seemed unthinkable starts to feel almost right. The Bible says in James 1:14 to 15, each one is tempted when he is lured away by his own desire and enticed. And when desire is conceived, it gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is full grown, brings forth death. Now imagine Eve in a garden. When the serpent first came, she was strong, loyal, firm in her love for God. The thought of disobeying him was unthinkable. She resisted at first, but perhaps the serpent didn't give up after one try. Maybe he returned, not always with words, but with subtle reminders, suggestions, letting the idea take root. At first, the forbidden fruit looked like a test of obedience. Then, with time, it began to look harmless, and finally, it began to look good. What once was forbidden was now beautiful to the eyes, desirable to make one wise. Eve's heart was changing long before her hand reached out. The serpent didn't rush her, he let her get used to the idea. Each conversation softened the edge of her conviction. Each argument made disobedience sound a little more reasonable. And isn't that how temptation works with us? At first we recoil, we say never. But the longer we linger near what God forbade, the weaker our resistance becomes. Sin rarely kicks the door down. It knocks gently, repeatedly, until we open from the inside, willingly. So guard your heart. Don't entertain the conversation. Don't let curiosity become consent. For every fall begins long before the act. It begins in the slow erosion of the soul. Goodbye, friends. See you in my next video. God bless you. Bye.